Well, Ryan spent all his money on the stripper. She had to give him a lift home.
Don't, let's not talk about
No!
So
That's amazing! Oh my god, that's brilliant. That's a mel. I love
Ryan,
that.
who's brought you home? The lady I've given money
He
to.
went out with a builder for the night. He went out drinking, and the builder gave him £80. He said, whatever happens, whatever piss we get, there's £80 there to get us home.
You have to tell this story.
Right, you may or may not know, Ryan and I got a paint and decorating show on Fixed Radio. I shall put a link to the app in the description below, so you've got no excuse not to listen, on Tuesday between 6 and 7. Anyway, what I need is what you guys want to listen to. What do you want us to talk about? You know, is it product reviews? Is it, you know, jobs that have gone wrong? Is it nightmare customers? You know, just let us know. Do you want us to run some prizes, you know, competitions? That's, yeah, prizes come after the competition, so we'll have a competition, then we'll do the prizes. So do you want competitions? Do you want, I don't know, we've got a few ideas, but you know, we don't really know if it's what you want to listen to. So it'd be a good idea if you could let us know in the comments below exactly what sort of stuff you'd be interested in hearing, and we can then see what we can do about producing that sort of content for you. So basically, I'm just asking you to help us, and then we can help you deliver what you want. I think that's it, really. There's a chance we may be at the paint and decorating show, so that would be really useful. But apart from that, yeah, just give some ideas, guys. That's all, really.
Fixed Radio with Trev and the paint and decorating show with Ozma and Brewers Decorating Centres. That was Kelly Clarkson, and Since You've Been Gone. Has your week been anything like mine? I've not got Ryan with me this week, so it's been a lot easier for a start. Anyway, we're going to be talking about the good, the bad and the ugly of my week. The good part of my week was, as you may know, I've got a YouTube channel, and I had someone phone me up and just sort of compliment me on the videos we've been doing. It's got him into spraying. He's sort of found the videos useful and helpful, which is, you know, nice to know. It makes you, all the time that you're sat there, worthwhile editing and filming them, and you know, it's just nice to know you get a bit of positive feedback, because sometimes you just think you're doing it for nothing. So that was a good part of my week. The bad bit, Ryan's going to love me for this. I jumped in the van today to come to the studio and realised none of the stuff had been packed away, and that's how much I started to. If he's listening, this is how much I've become to rely on him. It's his job to pack all the gear away on the job. So there's me thinking it had been done, and it hadn't. So that cost me another half an hour. So it was nearly late getting to the studio. So it could have all have ended in disaster. And the ugly, I spent 2 days stripping wood chip. And as you know, that's got to be one of the worst jobs. We used diff, we used a steamer, it just would not come off. But in the end, we got there. So yeah, that's my week. I don't know if yours has been anything like that. If it has, message into the studio, let me know. I would be interested to see what sort of week you've had. Anyway, still to come, safe sex and why it pays to be like Colombo when you're talking to new customers. Oh yeah, and the Golden Arches story, so hopefully the missus will still be talking to me when I get in. Anyway, this is Fixed Radio. Fixed Radio could be handing you cash, and who doesn't like cash? Friday is an important day. It's National Tradesman's Day, and to celebrate, we'll be giving away £20 notes to tradesmen. Listen to Ugly Phil on Friday morning to find out where producer Jack will be. He's loaded with £20 notes, and he wants them given to you. The taxman doesn't even need to know. It'll be in a very public place. It's easy for you to find. So if you're a tradesman, you need to be there to get your hands to where your hands out the cash. It could be a very special National Tradesman Day on Friday the 20th of September. Listen to Ugly Phil, and he will tell you exact location on Friday morning. Only on Fixed Radio.
Perfect. Perfect.
Good,
That was
still good,
great,
good.
mate. That was honestly brilliant.
It was alright, it was.
It wasn't that good.
Just forgot to push the green button.
That's all good. Again, you're doing that. Don't self-edit yourself.
Yeah, no.
Right.
No good is going to come of that, and I guarantee if you were listening at home, you wouldn't even think twice.
You'd be thinking £20 notes, taxman.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Ooh.
I love the taxman
Yeah.
thing. Brilliant, mate.
Right.
So, first things first, it's done. Don't need to think about it. Secondly,
Yeah.
it was good. Now,
Okay. Radio with Trev on the Paint and Decorating Show. That was Gorillas with Feel Good Inc. I'm going to talk to you now about why being a decorator, sometimes you have to be a bit of a detective. You know, when you get the phone call from a customer and they tell you one thing, but generally they mean another. I mean, there's quite a few. I've got to thank the Decorators Forum for these that I've come up with. They give me a little list here. So the first one we've got is when a customer says we've only got a small budget. That normally means they're going to go with the cheapest quote. So no matter what you do, you know, they're going to go with the cheapest quote. So that's what I found in my experience. So sometimes it's worth thinking twice about, you know, do you really want to get involved in that sort of work? The other favourite one is when a customer says, would it be cheaper if I helped you? Probably not. I've seen some customers fill in and it looks like they're icing a cake. So I'd say no, please don't help me. It'll probably be more expensive if you do help me. So yeah, that's another one. The other favourite, this is my personal favourite, when they tell you on the phone that they're going to be supplying the materials. Now, this really winds me up. Why would they want to supply the materials? It means they've gone to Wilco's. Nothing against Wilkinsons. They do sell some decent stuff, but their paint is not one of them. Anyway, it's, you know, you don't go to a restaurant and take a bit of steak and ask the chef to cook it, do you? Why would you do that? You know, I've got this I've got a tin of baked beans. Throw them on with it as well. You know, you don't do it. Let the decorator use their materials. They know what works well. They know what gives them a good result. Just let them get on with it. Stop being so tight. Let them do a good job. I told you it was a bugbear of mine. Another one. Need a quote for the insurance company. We've all been there. I've nipped this one in the bud now. I charge people 50 quid. It's just simple, you know, because you know you've got to go out there, supply a quote. You're never going to hear from them again. They're going to do the work themselves or buy themselves a new sofa or something. You just know, you know, very rarely do you ever get an insurance job. So yeah, another one to avoid. And my favourite, which is it's only a day's work. You know, how do you know it's only a day's work? Really, seriously, you know, we've spent a day or two just prepping stuff. So, you know, I don't know, where do people, I don't know. It just means they've probably got, and again, they've got a lot of money and they just think, you know, I want to get you to do X, Y, Z to do, you know, to do it in a day. 60-minute makeover, that's who I blame. Have you seen what they get up to? Do you know, no, anyway, I'm going on a bit of a rant here. Let's just stop. But yeah, they're the things that customers say to you on the phone that you've really got to be aware of. So if you've got your own ones that particularly are a bit of a wind-up, give you a bit of a bugbear, then text them into the studio, tweet them into the studio. Fixed Radio UK is our tweet, or you can text 41800. Yeah, Fixed Radio.
Brilliant.
Perfect.
Lovely. Quickly, Trev, we've got 2 minutes today. Are you all okay for this next link?
Yeah.
We're at 36, which is pretty much bang on. Do you want to hear? So we're going to be coming in to. Why have I done this?
Oh, got to say something about that. That is Ryan's favourite tune.
So you're going to be coming into this. So really kind of bam.
Yeah.
So really
Don't worry
good.
about that.
I need to change that. And
We're
then
coming out of this.
You'll be going to be coming out of this. So this is a fader. So it's going
That's
to get.
Ryan's. Well, yeah. What that is next one is Bad to the Bone.
So do you want to have the last one as Ryan's favourite song?
Yeah, go on then, because
I think that might be quite nice.
yeah, I'm gonna say Miss You, Rye, Love You. Fucking good luck next week.
I think we can do.
Stuck with me next week.
Yeah, but Brian Adams is a bit wimpy, isn't it?
So you'll be glorious. It'll be like bam, and then.
What's the end of this one like?
So we haven't checked, and unfortunately
We can't.
Don't
Don't worry, Dave. I can deal with it.
But
Thanks for that.
That is my.
That's my fuck up.
This is all what you shouldn't be doing, Logan. Next week for Ryan.
Abs-
Cheers, Dave.
absolutely.
Learn from mistakes.
Yeah, exactly. He's doing this on purpose.
No, yeah, it's all scripted, yeah.
Now I know that I should. It really annoys me when people don't own their mistakes, because I know I could say, well, I'm actually trying to get you to learn, but that's not what I've done. We all know I fucked up. Like, you know what I mean?
You're just going to make yourself look even more stupid.
Yeah. But I love it when people double down and go, well, you've got to learn this, mate, and stuff like that. You're like, you didn't do that.
Yeah, well, if you do that, it's good for your career progression. It means it's shit. Fixed radio, bad to the bone. Yeah, right. We've had a few messages come in. We've had Uncle Fred. I don't know who Uncle Fred is. He's off Coronation Street. Do you remember Uncle Fred from? It's not him, is it? He's dead, isn't he? I don't think you're dead, Fred. Drop dead, Fred. Anyway, listen, shut up. He said I'm selling much better without Ryan. Now I'm not too sure that's the case. We also had a text in from Ryan that's saying I went a little bit wonky. I did go a little bit wonky right in the middle of the last one. You're right. But that's just a few of the texts we've had. I haven't got time to read out the others, unfortunately. I'm going to get a bit sidetracked. Anyway, now, oh yeah, I better tell you about our sponsors. Otherwise they get upset and we won't get any money. They'll won't have anything to do. Right, paint decorating show with Osmo and Brewers Decorating Centre. They're on board now as well. We must be getting better. I don't know what's happening there, Dave. Well done. So, right, let's talk about this next section. I'm talking about customers and safe sex. It's sort of, I know it's not a sort of, we wouldn't put the two together, but in the 90s, I think there was an advert about when you sleep with someone, you have to wear a condom because you're going to sleep with all the other people they've already slept with. And now, bear with me, it sounds a bit crazy, but bear with me. When you're working for a new customer, you don't know who they know. And I've got a perfect example of this last week. We were on the train coming to the stage studio last week, and I got a phone call from Farrow and Bull. Oh yeah, Farrow and Bull. Anyway, they had recommended us to a golf course in Sunningdale. So we were told that they put us forward, recommended us, give them a card. Anyway, did the radio show, went to the job we were working at last week, and me and Ryan were talking. Ryan and I were talking about what had happened. And our customer popped his head out of the office and said, Sunningdale Golf Course? And we said, yeah. And he said, I know the bloke that is a secretary there. And it turns out our customer knows all the golf courses across the south of England. He's a secretary or something. He arranges tournaments and everything else. We're working in his house, and now he's going to recommend us as well. So we had a recommendation from Farrow and Bull, and we've had a recommendation from the customer we're working for. So if we don't get that job, God knows what's going to happen. Anyway, it just goes to show you don't really know who you're working for. So it's always worth bearing in mind, that just be on your best behaviour and just do your best job you can, because you just don't know what can come of it. Anyway, coming up, I'm going to tell them a McDonald's story. The missus hasn't phoned up, so I don't think she's listening, which is fantastic. And fixed radio with Osma and Brewers Decorator Centre.
Brilliant.
Perfect.
Brilliant. Getting stronger every time.
Yeah, I need to do 2 hours because the first hour's shit. Once we get into it, we're flying. Brian Adams. The only thing that looks good on me is you, and also Glorious by Andreas Johnson. This is Fixed Radio, the painting and decorating show with Osmo and Brewers Decorator Centre. Right, now I'm going to tell you the story of when I turned our Stairs and Landing into the Golden Arches. This is, I hope Graham Mack's listening because this is his favourite song. Not favourite song? Favourite story. I haven't been drinking. I will need to after this. Actually, before I start that, Uncle Fred is now texting again, saying he's changed his mind, and Ryan is his favourite. So I think Uncle Ryan is not. I think Uncle Fred is a woman because he keeps changing his mind more than a flipping woman. And also I've got to say hello to Laura Dora and Lucas Bonio. Thanks for listening. Anyway, on to this story. Graham Mack, pay attention. A few years ago, we did some work for McDonald's and got through the job and we had a little bit of paper left over. Well, quite a bit of paper left over actually. And if your missus is anything like mine, there's never a room in the house that doesn't need decorating. Doesn't matter how long it's been done, it still needs doing again. Anyway, so had a bit of McDonald's wallpaper left over. It's quite nice. Brought it back. I put it in the shed for 6 months until my missus went through the shed, found the wallpaper. Oh, this is nice. Can we have it in the hallway? I said, yeah, all right. So one weekend I put it off as long as I could. You know what it's like. Anyway, eventually got the wallpaper up, and yeah, got a few brownie points. Then we had people coming around, and they sort of liked it. You know, they sort of recognised it and sort of thought it was quite nice. My missus was over the moon because people come around and liked it. Sort of, yeah, you know, she was happy. Anyway, wasn't until we went to our local McDonald's, and unfortunately we were with the kids, so we had 4 kids, me and the missus, and our local McDonald's has been refurbed as well with exactly the same wallpaper. She wasn't happy. She turned around, slapped me in the face, walked out. I stood there with 4 hungry kids and a sore face. So there is a moral to this story. If you're going to take stuff from a job, just make sure that you know, the missus likes it before you take it and put it in your van. This is Fix Radio. I always feel knackered when I come up here. Then you get in the studio, you do that hour, and the adrenaline gets you going again. You think, when I get on the train, you think, oh God. That's what you're going to get in a minute, Dave. When you go on stage, you'll be fine. The adrenaline will bring you up.
Yeah. Fucking hell, so.
Fix Radio. Charmless Man by Blair. And before that, Lenny Kravitz, Are You Going to Go My Way? Paint and Decorating Show, brought to you with Ozma and Brewers Decorator Centre. Well, done it again. Got to the end of the show. All I've got to say is thanks to everybody that's been listening. Also, don't forget to listen to Ugly Phil on Friday to get your cash. We do like cash. So £20 notes for free is, you know, what's not to like. Anyway, if you want to keep up with me in the week, follow me on the YouTube channel, TJ Painting and Decorating. If you've got any comments or suggestions, then DM me at Instagram, TJ Decor on Instagram. And also, one last thing, because Ryan's not here, I thought I'd play his favourite tune. Speak to you next week. Have a great week.
You didn't say what it was.
You what, mate?
Didn't do the teardrop.
Didn't say what the song was.
It's alright.
That's all right.
Honestly, I wouldn't worry about it.
Ryan knows what it is.
Yeah, Ryan,
Tiny things, mate. I actually think that's quite a nice way to end, anyway.
That's perfect. I wouldn't even thought of that on there, to be honest.
Well,
Good.
And that's
Have you
the
done
end
the
of it.
£20? They'll be pleased with that.
Yeah, got them like that. Got the other
fucking
£20 in there.
static.
Please subscribe below. Would really appreciate it. It all helps. And also, if you enjoyed this video, you'll probably enjoy this one too.